Well, it's 5:15. I'm gonna start supper soon. Have to pump some water. The sun is kind of out, and there are. Let's see if I can come up over here a little bit. You can see this. There's blue sky there, a patch of blue sky. It is supposed to be nice out tomorrow. Tomorrow's supposed to be low of 10, high of 18. Thursday is the rain day. I am definitely going to paddle out tomorrow to avoid paddling out in the rain on Thursday. But it's nice to see the sun is kind of out. Now I got some jobs to do here. Get my supper ready, get some water pumped, and time to eat soon. That looks kind of nice. Tonight's supper is, I haven't tried this brand before, I haven't heard of them before, Nomad Nutrition. It's Irish shepherd's pie. One of the outdoor stores had it on sale, so I'm giving it a try. And actually, okay, Nomad Nutrition is a company from Canada. They're actually based in Burnaby, BC. Okay, I have that in my water and stir it. Seal it up so we can do that. It usually says 10 or 15 minutes. Let's see what this one says. Open and remove the optional absorber. I did that. Pour in a minimum of half a cup, 120 mils of boiling water. Pretty sure I put that much in. Stir well. It's getting hot. I'll let it stand for 12 to 15 minutes. Stir well again and enjoy. Okay, so it's 5:45, so I'll wait till 6 o'clock, and then I'll be eating. I think my friend is back again. A little red squirrel somewhere back in there. Somebody obviously has been feeding him. I know that they're small and they're cute, but red squirrels and chipmunks are still wild animals, and it's quite possible that he's the one that chewed through my lid. Although I thought it would be something bigger. But as soon as I came over here to get my food ready, he was here, and somebody, like I said, I think somebody's been feeding him. Anyway, we'll wait another few minutes, and then hopefully I'll be eating some Irish stew. Irish shepherd's pie, sorry. Well, that's 15 minutes. Let's see how my Irish shepherd's pie tastes. I was reading it, and it's actually a plant-based meal, manufactured in a gluten-free, dairy-free, meat-free, and nut-free facility. For those of you who care about that, I don't mind. It's well sealed. Okay, stir it one more time. It's a smaller portion than most of the meals are. Most of the packages are for two, but this is a smaller package. That's what it looks like. Tastes good. The only thing I wish there was a slightly bigger package. I don't think this will be enough to fill me up. But it is good though. It's 7:20, Tuesday night. That is my view of the western sky. Sunset, I believe it's just shortly after 8. I won't be getting, and I won't be getting any kind of nice sunset. It is still cool out here. The forecast for Thursday, which was the day I was supposed to be paddling out of here, is rain, a low of 7 and a high of 13, which doesn't sound very pleasant for paddling out in. I will be leaving tomorrow. Tomorrow they're calling for no rain. That's hopefully that's where the direction I'm going in. But the forecast for tomorrow is no rain, a low of 12 and a high of 18, so it seems more pleasant. So I will paddle out on Wednesday, one day earlier. I did get to see the falls I wanted to see here. I will likely spend one night at one of the sites at the access point. There's 3 or 4 of them there, I believe. They call them the jump off sites. They're there if you arrive too late to go on your trip, you can spend the night there and then head out the next morning. So I'm kind of doing that, but in the opposite direction. And then I'll be off to Awenda. They're calling for rain Thursday and Friday. But that's okay because I'll be in a larger tent and I'll have a dining shelter there. And I am heading out both days to look for, I think it's 13 different historic plaques, which is my other interest. And then Saturdays will be nice out, gorgeous out, and that's the day I'll be driving home. But it is nice to see that there is blue sky here. I haven't seen much of that on this trip. It's my 8th day in. I've had rain on 5 of the days. It looks like I'll have rain on 2 more. So out of 12 days on my way, it's going to be raining on 7 of them. Which, not complaining, I guess. We needed the rain, but it would be nice if it rained before I left my trip. It's 8:30. This is the closest we're getting to sunset. The sun's actually over there. But you can see the reflection off the water there, and it looks real nice. Water's really calm. Looking forward to a nice day tomorrow. It's been nice. Enjoyed the scenery. I've enjoyed the 7 waterfalls that I've visited. But I am looking forward to getting back to civilization, to my girlfriend, and getting some chores done at home. But this is nice. Scenes like this is why I go canoeing. You won't get this at home. You won't get this at a front country park. This is good night from Daisy Lake. Good morning. It's 8 o'clock, and there's a sight I haven't seen for a while, and that's this bright orange ball in the sky. It's still a little bit chilly out. It's just 8 o'clock, and probably take that off. It's not that. Oh, the sun's nice and warm. It is 8 o'clock, and water's nice and calm. Not in a hurry to paddle out, but I am going out today because today is going to be a sunny day, as you saw. Not a cloud in the sky. Hopefully the water will stay calm. Hopefully leave probably around noon hour, 12:30 or so, and take my time on the portages, watch the views, and arrive at the access point, pack up the canoe and such, and have supper there and set up camp there for the evening. But yeah, this is gorgeous out. This is my 9th day of my 12-day trip, and it's my 4th day of sunshine. Let's have a look at this again. There we go, look at that. That's a nice view. Well, it's time to have breakfast. Take a guess as to what I'm having for breakfast this morning. Yep. Oh, if you guessed oatmeal with cranberries and cinnamon and some apple pieces, you guessed right. And I will have some tea and my usual NRC drink. But I still find I had it on full. It still took me 7 clicks in order for it to catch. And I'm not sure if that's because the canister is getting low, but I could hear the gas coming out. So that is a cause for concern for me. I don't actually boil the water. I just want it to be hot. Even when I'm having morning tea, I just want to have hot water, not boiling water. So, and don't fill up all the way. So it's just me. So it's I don't know, half a liter or less of water. So 2 or 3 minutes and that's it. So yeah, the stove supposed to work for about 65 minutes. So 21 meals at 3 minutes a pop is 63. So that's yeah. So that part is good. I have a brand new canister here waiting to be used. And breakfast will be ready in just a few minutes. Well, for those of you who are wondering about how my bear vault held up, the first night I was here, I thought it was, I didn't see what the animal was, but I kind of assumed that it was a pine marten, just judging on the scratch marks, and the hole is actually this big. If you go on the website for bearvault.com, whether they recommend you to store it upside down or not, but if they do, make sure you do so. I did not. And if they don't, I would highly recommend that you store it upside down. This is a pack that I, when I'm paddling out, that I put the bear vault in, and then my this is all my camera stuff. It'll go on. It'll fit on top, and there's 2 water bottles here on the side. It is a tight fit. That's why I'm thinking that next time I'll buy a smaller size of the bear vault. I have room in the top pocket for a first aid kit, a raincoat, or something of that nature. And there it's all zipped up. The top pocket is not very big, but there's room for a small first aid kit or your raincoat or one small item in there. So that way, on my portages, I will carry that bag with my canoe, doing the one lift, and then come back for the canoe, and then come back for my pack, or vice versa. All my gear is down at the waterfront. My canoe is still tied up. I'll untie that shortly, but I have to make sure that I don't leave anything behind. I'll give one final check. I do count the pegs and things in my tent to make sure, but you never know. And sometimes you find things that other folks have left behind. Hammock is down, as with the supports for it. No pegs here. No ropes from my tarp. This is where I was eating. Didn't leave any utensils here. Nope. All looks good. My PFD is on. Not quite done up yet, but it will be when before I get in the boat. It's 10:30. Oh, sorry, it's only 10 o'clock. I was going to stay here until lunchtime, but I figured might as well pack up and leave now. The water's still nice and calm. Every once in a while we get a small gust of wind, but not a very strong gust. I will take my time at the portages, probably stop at each one for a look around or whatever, and hopefully have a nice leisurely day and afternoon, and enjoy the sunshine that I haven't seen since the last day I had of no rain was last Friday. Saturday morning was fine too, but it rained Saturday afternoon, rained some Sunday, rained here Monday a bit, and Tuesday, and the snow Wednesday. So I can take advantage of the sunshine and paddle out. They're calling for lots of rain tomorrow. Okay, my pack will go right here in front, and its map is so I can read it in the direction I'm heading. I'll pull out my compass so I can wear my compass. That will go right here. My yoke go beside it, and I'll sit back here, and we'll be heading out. I've done the 410 meter portage from Daisy Lake into this pond. The next portage is just directly over here, which is 50 meters. I'm going to stop here, have lunch. It's 12 o'clock. There was a bit of a hold-up at partway through Daisy Lake. Go this way, you can see my face better. There were 5 canoes on the way down. There was a narrow spot there with a beaver dam, so I'm in no hurry, so I sat there and waited for them to come through. They're on their way for a nice trip in the Daisy. They needed a bit of encouragement though. When they came to the dam, they didn't know how to get around it. They were trying to, push their way through, and I can do that because between me, my canoe, and my packs is no more than about 210 pounds. But when you've got 2 people in a longer canoe, heavier canoe, with all kinds of gear, they couldn't do that. But I told them they had to get out and stand on the dam. First guy got out and didn't go on the dam, and he fell in the mud up to about his waist. And I said again, stand on the dam. He goes, on the dam? He goes, yeah, on the dam. So he did that, and he pulled his boat through, and they were fine. The last canoe was 2 people that are, to me, look fairly young. Of course, everybody looks fairly young to me now. And the same thing, he got there and trying to push his way through. I said, you have to get out. But I told him to stand on the dam. And he kind of hesitated, said, no, it's okay, it'll support you. So he got on the dam and pulled his way through, and they got through fine. So I'm going to stop here. It is, like I said, 12 o'clock. I pulled out my bear vault. I'm going to have lunch here, so I'm not in any hurry to get out. But I'll just have lunch here, sit down, have a break before I move on. Right now, I'm feeling my age. This portage is 410 meters, and there's a few hills up and down on it. Had no problem doing it when I came in on Monday, but now this time it seemed tougher. My knees are hurting. That's probably because of all the damp weather that we've had over the past 3 days. But this site is gorgeous. This will be a short paddle. The portage is just right over there. It's a 50-meter portage from this pond into Hambone Lake. So I'll wait a few minutes and give my knees a bit more of a rest before I get back in my canoe. and then I'll be shoving off. I'm at the end of the Hambone to Pond portage, about 50-55 meters. Again, I'm taking it easy. I did this portage in the laziest way possible. I'll let you decide what that means. I'm not in the water yet. I'm at the edge of the portage. One thing my life jacket, I'm not wearing it, but just relaxing. This is life. I can see the portage from this is Hambone Lake going into Ralph Bice. It's right up here. There is, I don't think you'll be able to see it in here. I can't zoom in as well here, but there is a canoe there. And my portage is around the bend over here, and that's the last one, which is 130 meters into Magnetawan Lake. It's 1:45. I'm in no hurry to get out. I am way ahead of schedule. I left the campsite about an hour before I had planned to, so I'm just sitting down every time and relaxing and enjoying the view. Well, I'm at the portage Hambone into Magnetawan. I'm relaxing. There was a group of 3 canoes, 6 people that were coming through. I let them go through. I'm in zero hurry. Sometimes though I wish I'd filmed while I'm paddling. There's a group of guys that were just heading out. That just came through this portage. They're just heading out on the trip. Obviously, they didn't have a clue what they're doing. The one canoe with the 2 guys were paddling in circles because they couldn't figure out how to straighten the canoe out. Eventually, they got it, and that's good for them, and it's great. The other one, I kind of laugh, but I feel sorry for them at the same time. I wish them luck. Because obviously they haven't paddled before or even anywhere. They hadn't gone more than about 80 meters through here, and they were already arguing with each other. They didn't know what to do. They were stopped right in the middle, and they were sitting in the canoe arguing back and forth, not going anywhere. It's laughable, but it's I feel bad for them because they're going to have an awful trip if this is the way it starts out. The group that came in behind me, they've already left. They've been out many times before. She said that she tried to give them some tips, but it was to no avail. One young girl, I was impressed. She's probably about 15 or 16 years old, even younger. She carried their food barrel, plus a heavy pack on at the same time, one on her back, one on her front. Now, usually it's not advisable because you really can't see where you're going, but it is a short portage. But I was just impressed that she did both at the same time, and so was her dad. I'm going to bring my pack over shortly and come come back from my canoe, and then it's just a short paddle into the access point. I'll get there 2:30 or something like that. Pack up the car. I'm at the other end of the portage. Minetta wants a ham bone. I'm about 20 minutes away from the access point. I'm not the only one that decided to cut their trip short because of the weather. The canoe just went past the bend here, two guys and daughter, and they're the same thing. They saw the forecast, rain tomorrow. They figured to paddle out on a nice day. And yeah. Well, it's 3 o'clock. My canoe is all in the car. Everything's packed away. I'll have to unpack some of it though. I was planning on being back around 4. I did get back earlier. As I said, I left the campsite earlier and took a very relaxing, as you saw, journey back. Saw a lot of nice people, both going in there and coming back. The one young lady who carried both their food barrel and their heaviest pack back at the same time. When we got back, she offered to carry back some of my stuff to me, so maybe I'll have to pay her as a Sherpa. Anyway, there are 4 jump-off sites here, none of which are occupied right now. They're right off the parking area, so my car's there, and the one site is right here. I'll set up a tent right back in there in an hour or so, or whatever, and I'll have to bring out a stove to cook my dinner, and sleeping bag and my thermarest, and that'll likely be about it. And tomorrow I'll pack up, have breakfast, pack up before 8 o'clock or around 8 o'clock and head out. We're into Wenda, as I said. My other interest besides waterfalls is history. I try and find some of the historic plaques put out by the province, which are those blue plaques you see on the side of the road, as well as the ones put out by part of Canada, which are the burgundy ones. There are 13 or so in the Midland area that I'm going to be stopping at on my way to Wenda or while I'm at Wenda. So I still have lots of things to see and do. Today is a gorgeous day. It's, according to my car, it's 20 degrees. Sun's been out since I left since I woke up this morning at 8 o'clock. And it's almost sad for me to leave. But all my tent's all set up and my chair is there. It looks nice. Except, well, look behind me. There's a parking lot there. My supper is dehydrating. It's the same thing I would have had if it was still on Daisy Lake. Camping at a jump-off spot, or for me it's going to be a jump-away spot, is something different for me. I was hoping I wouldn't have to take everything apart of my pack to set up camp, but obviously I do, because I need my sleeping bag, I need my thermarest, I need my tent, and I need my food. So I had to basically take everything out. So, but I can store it in the car tonight. I don't know when the rain's coming tomorrow. Hopefully not till after I leave. Well, we'll see how quiet this place becomes after dark. I'm not hearing anybody out here now. It was busy at 3 o'clock when I had packed everything on my car. There were people coming and going until about 4 o'clock. The last time I heard somebody leave. It's 5:15 right now, so I'm expecting to be all quiet. but just different camping next to a parking lot. This is one of the other parking lots. There are 2 sites here on this lot. Here's the one. And that's a spot here for your tent, I suppose. Or maybe right in there. I have to be careful when I'm filming this not to film it in my license plate. That's the one spot. The other one is just almost beside it. It's at the end of the parking area. Walk in here. And again, you're on a bit of an angle. My site seems to be flat. Your tent would have to go either here, which is a bit of an angle, or possibly right here. So just your basic spot to pitch your tent if you're late arriving and you can't get to where you're going, which happens sometimes. We'll go look at the 4th site. The 4th site is at the last parking area that you come to. Your washrooms are up here, right up through there. I have handicap parking here, and areas on here and over here for loading or unloading your canoe. There's your access point right down there. The 4th site here is right here, and the short little walk in, and they all have nice little benches, fire pit when there's no fire ban. This does look like it has a flat spot. I would put a tent right in over here. So the first parking lot where I am, and the last parking lot where this is, have flat spots for tents. The 2 in the middle parking lot are on a kind of an angle. So if you need to use any of these sites, I would look for the first or the last one. If you're renting a canoe from one of the outfitters, they're all here, they're all locked up, and I would assume that you, well, I know that you're given the key for them. You have to know which one. I'm not sure if they're all the same key or not. Have a seat when you're just unloading. I'm not sure why 2 PFDs are sitting here and 1 shoe. Looks like a fairly new dock here to come off from. Now if you're going down to Daisy Lake or Hambone or Ralph Bice, you're going over that way. The other route will be going down here. There's, I believe, just the 1 campsite in this area, and it actually is occupied. There's a young family over there I talked to on the way in. They're right there. It's like a 5-minute paddle in. If you have a family with young kids, or you're getting too old to do any portaging and you just want to get away, well, there's a good spot for you. Quiet evening. It's 6:30. I don't really expect to have anybody else show up. If they do, they'll be taking one of the 3 remaining sites. Whenever I'm camping at a campsite, an island or whatever, I'll walk around up and down the shoreline or in back behind to see if there's anything of interest there. Well, this is the same thing, except I'm walking around a parking lot area. Well, good morning. It is 8:14. I made the right choice, I believe, by paddling out a day early and spending one night here. It started raining last night at 8:15, or sorry, at 9 o'clock. It's now 8:15. So for the last 11 hours plus, it's been raining, and it still is. I'll head down the road, stop somewhere and have some breakfast. I'm just telling my Zolio friends that I'm okay. I told them yesterday that I was paddling out early. So all is well. I'm dry, but glad I made the call to paddle out early. It's 13 degrees out right now, so my car says. And I would have been paddling out. I would have been leaving boat now to paddle out, and be raining and kind of chilly out. And those two things put together are usually not the nicest. There was a group. I'm not sure where they were camping the night before, but they just came out about 10 minutes ago. So I'll wait for my Zolio to get a satellite and to confirm, and then I'll be heading out. I want to thank you all for watching another Camper 69 video. And if you like the video, please click on the like. It helps other people to find my page. And if you if you like to, please subscribe to my account. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time.